You found the Sharks Broadcast podcast. Subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a 5-star rating.
The Shark Morning Show at 6:30 a.m. on a Friday. So I got to tell you the time for calling. So parents, let's see. How can I say this? How can I say this gently? We like to protect our kids, right? And we like to put them at ease.
Yep.
Okay. So one time Colin was a little afraid before he went to sleep. And I don't remember what it was that frightened him now, but he was having trouble going to sleep. So I read him a story, and he was like still a little bit nervous. And I said, Colin, don't be nervous. I said, I'm going to be right outside the door, and if anybody comes in, if anybody like tries to mess with you, mommies have a little tiny bottle inside them, and if somebody messes with their kids, that bottle pops open and super mommy powers come out.
It's not that wrong. That's not wrong.
It's not that wrong.
No, it's adrenaline, It
is.
Yeah.
It's parents, in general. Like if somebody messes with your kid, that mama bear and papa bear instinct pops through, and we're like, we got to protect our kids. Okay. Well, and that really seemed to soothe him. He's like, okay, mommy. Okay. He was really young, like 4, maybe. Okay.
So it worked.
It did totally work.
That's good.
Totally worked. And I could see that it worked. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
When you see the light in your kid's eyes, right? I could see that it worked. Okay. So years later, something came up. And maybe 2 or 3 years later, or maybe, I don't know. He was maybe in middle school by this time.
Uh-huh.
So I said, it came up again. He was afraid of something. I said, don't worry, Colin. Mommy's got that little, bottle that pops right up. And he looked at me and goes, that's not true.
Oh.
And he was mad and he walked away. So what I think happened was he probably shared that with one of his buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, does your mommy have superpowers?
Yeah.
And his buddies were like, that's not true.
I had to been. Yeah, it was peers. Those.
Because he was resentful the second time.
Well, I don't know. It's just it's adrenaline, though. Is basically what you're talking about.
I'm talking about adrenaline.
Yeah, it's not wrong. I'm mad at that kid 20 years ago that said that now. Because they were wrong. Your version is much more right than that kid's.
I think so.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that with your boys? Did they ever believe something hook, line, and sinker?
The only thing I could think of is I used to do like the reverse psychology when they would have broccoli or something.
Yeah.
And it was almost like Fear Factor. They would eat it, and I'd go like, oh man, you eat that? Oh, and they would just house their vegetables because I was acting like I was so disgusted.
Oh, and they thought that was funny?
They were taking down their vegetables. Yeah, they thought it was hilarious.
You see, that's great.
Yeah, that worked. It worked good.
It works. Parents do this.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, we got Toto and Forder on the way on the Shark. Weekend is going to be hot stuff, baby.
Yeah, this is like a New England heat wave. Not exactly 90, but it will hit 90 on Sunday. So I'm all upside down and backwards on this, Sarah. I don't know what to do. You know what's happening? This is so New England.
What?
So on Sunday, by the way, we've got, what do we got here? We've got your P. Gagnon and Son, Shark Seacoast forecast. 80 today, 84 tomorrow, 90 on Sunday. Get this, on Monday, they're saying 60, and the overnight is going to be 46. So I sleep
It's a roller coaster.
I sleep right next to my my wall unit AC.
Yeah. So
I always have to just hold out to what I don't want is that cold night. I can't have that because my heat ends up kicking on. If it gets into the 40s, I can't have a frost on inside my house. So I'm very jealous of you. I know for years and years I have picked on your Hippie AC unit. Now, for those of you that may not have heard about this, Sarah has this plastic case in her kitchen, I think. And
it travels. It's one of those portable AC units.
Okay.
And it's the worst. I'm sorry if you make them.
What you're supposed to do, I think you're supposed to sit around it in a drum circle. And you play your drums, and you say peace, love, Freon is evil, and you play your drums, and you just try to envision cold things.
Oh, it just doesn't work.
In this hippie unit, it's supposed to make it colder, for your imagination. I have no idea. I don't know, it's like a kind of like a dream catcher, but it's supposed to bring in.
Aaron, I never knew that you felt this way about my AC unit.
That thing is something else.
You know why? It's because you came to my house once in the dead of summer.
Yeah.
I think it was my birthday, and you were like, this stinks. This is the worst. I remember when you got there early, and you said, this is my seat for the whole day, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, that gets direct sunlight.
Yeah,
that particular seat right there.
I was roasting. Your dream catcher hippie, AC unit. But I'm jealous because you will still have that, and your house will still be warm, or you can imagine it to be whatever.
I don't want it anymore. We haven't used it in 2 years.
Oh, okay. It does. No. Okay.
It's just so bad.
Your house. I was thinking about it. You're kind of protected by the trees. Like you've got that.
Sometimes in the spring, like it'll be a beautiful spring day. Like we just went through this, stretch of incredibly beautiful weather, and then you go inside and it's too cold in my house.
Yep.
It's like a little bit too cold.
Yeah, that's it.
I've got the covering.
When you get protection from the sun all day. Yeah, I don't have that. But the thing is, at night, if it drops into the 40s, then I got a situation. I go from like a heat wave to ice. I got clouds in the house, but I don't know. I'm freaking out. I need to buy me a dream catcher hippie water cabinet.
Well, if you want mine, you can have it.
No, that's okay.
It's a Shark Morning Show. The police coming up next. 7:13. Welcome to your Friday.
Ooh.
Oh, happy about that. We get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow morning. Oh, and the weather's going to be nice. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have my hippie AC right in the middle of the living room.
My favorite. It's like a dream catcher, but less effective.
Oh, you're killing me, Train.
I love your hippie AC unit.
Well, you can have it.
My life would be unenriched without your hippie AC unit.
All right. Anyway, it's time for the brain strain. What's your question for today?
Okay. So, thousands of workers returning to the office. This is kind of a fun one. 22% of New England workers say that they have missed the taste of this. Over the past year or so, they've missed the taste of this. Kind of a weird thing. What is it?
Okay, 877-45-SHARK. What if they missed the taste of? Mm-hmm. It's not coffee, right? It's not as obvious as coffee.
No, like the Bob Fuller Media Center kitchen coffee that we have here. Nope, it would not be that.
Okay, missed the taste of. Oh, geez, yep. I don't know. Give it a shot. If you get the answer that we're looking for, you get the gift certificate to Sullivan Tire. Good luck, Mitchell.
Oh, okay. Wow, I knew that she like where she puts her slide is different from where most people puts their slide.
She puts it in her middle finger, which it might be something with her just to be funny, or it could be because it's the longest finger.
Oh yeah,
and she's a female, so maybe it's just easier for her to like cover all the strings.
Okay,
Yeah. Anywho, we are doing the brain strain right now for your Friday. What's your question for today, Train?
All right. Well, thousands of workers are returning to the office. It's kind of a fun one. 22% of New Englanders say that they miss the taste of this. What is it?
877-45-SHARK. If you get the answer that we're looking for, you win a gift card to Sullivan Tire. Good morning. What's your guess?
The taste of envelopes.
Oh, right.
It is. It is the taste of envelope glue.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Is this Johnny C?
Woo!
Johnny
C, how you doing?
There we go. You got it.
That's great, Johnny C. You hang on just for 1 sec, okay?
Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Yes. Now, of course, 78% of New England workers, they just rather use that little sponge thing. I love that little sponge thing. That's great. If you got like 10 or more of those to go, you just hit that and, or the glue stick, just something like that.
I don't know. I don't do that much mail at all. I don't think we do that much mail either.
No.
In the business office, right?
No, but there are some folks that do. I don't know. That's weird that you would like that flavor. It's not like they've got it vanilla flavored or something. It's just pretty much standard, straight up glue.
I mean, what if you had glue flavored ice cream? That's a niche market.
Oh.
Maybe call Haji's or whatever. Get on that stuff.
Can I get a double scoop of glue, please?
I don't think that's ever going to fly, but you never know. McDonald's imitations?
Yeah.
I think it was Patrick that called and did a really good one. 7:36. It's a Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. Man, oh man,
that was very effective of our audience. People like Rick, he worked on it and he called back in. I mean, people were really. They wanted to put forth their best Michael McDonald.
Anyway, so what are you doing this weekend? That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
We posed the question. We got some great answers.
Yeah, Facebook.com/Shark Morning Show. And, of course, hit us up on your Shark Messenger right there on the Shark app. It's a Friday fill in the blank. My favorite way to relax after a long week is blank. And Pete says, listening to live music with friends, which I'll be doing tonight.
Okay,
go,
that's awesome, Pete. Very good, very good.
It is hammock season. People setting up the hammocks and utilizing them. Johnny is going to be out on his hammock tonight, enjoying probably, some Michael McDonald, Doobie Brothers.
I don't know. I don't trust hammocks anymore. Oh. When I was a kid, I did, because I was half my weight. But now, I don't know. It would have to be bolted up to the biggest oak tree on the seacoast. For me to be like, all right, I know I'm not going to fall.
Oh, they really make them heavy duty now. Yeah, they'll. You don't have to worry about that. No, they're really good.
Will you come and install one for me?
They became, they've got really solid ones for camping. It's big. That was a super hot thing about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and they've got just industrial hammocks.
I bet you could go right up there, Route 1 Kittery Trading Post, and get a really good hammock.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'll go check them out.
Yeah, got the fire pits going, or as I like to pronounce it, fuppets. We've got Lori. Lori says, fire, friends, and drinks. That's a good combination. And speaking of this, Brian says drinking 15 tall boys. I don't know exactly what is in each tall boy, but I'm assuming it's probably beer.
I would say it's beer.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, enjoy your weekend. To your Friday. Train, you've been to Storyland, right?
Oh, Glen, New Hampshire, one of my favorite cities on the planet Earth.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I mean, it's beautiful, but I didn't know it was like your favorite on the planet.
I know.
That's pretty good.
I don't need Orlando when I have Glen, New Hampshire.
Yes, there's Storyland, and there's a place called Living Shore Aquarium. I've never been. It's New Hampshire's New Hampshire's first aquarium is Living Shores up in Glen, and it's an interactive exhibit. It's got tide pools there, and you can look at tropical fish and all this cool stuff. It looks really cool. I thought for sure you may have brought your boys there.
No. But this is certainly an idea for the summer 2021. I mean, we're out and about. We can make it happen. I love this idea.
Yeah, me too. Kids can get up close and personal with all kinds of marine life.
Okay.
And I used to love that. I went down to the New England Aquarium, of course. I think we all did that for field trips back in the day.
Yeah.
But this one is in Glen, New Hampshire. Tickets are $20 per person, but young kids get in free. Seniors get a discount.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's very fun to do that interactive thing. With that, I know the one thing. My favorite trip, and of course, I'm going from up Route 16 back down here to the Seacoast, but Odeon Point, the Seacoast Science Center, those tide pools with the sea, and I could not believe that we actually had sea anemones here in our very own tide pools. That to me seemed like something from like Tahiti.
Wow, sea anemones.
Yeah, they're like flowers that have poison darts that don't affect us.
Get out.
Yeah, they're wicked cool. They're like from outer space.
Oh, wow. So we may have been shot in the ankle with one of these anemones?
Yeah, the sea anemones.
And we're okay?
Yeah, they're like sea flowers that have like this poison that doesn't affect us at all.
I did not know that. Yeah. What does it affect? Probably their food,
Other
right?
fish. I guess other fish, it'll say, hey, get away from me. And that'll work. Whereas the clownfish, normally if you see, we don't have clownfish, but if you see other tropical fish, like clownfish will be hanging out with them.
Dory!
Because it doesn't, it doesn't affect the clownfish.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the Seacoast Science Center, of course, in Rye, we've heard of that, but I had never heard of this one in Glen.
Yeah. No, this is the first I heard of it, too. Yeah. So there we go.
If you're looking for a new idea for the kids, all the details right there on the Shark app. It's going to be a hot one this weekend. It's a Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train.
Yeah, Sunday. The temps are supposed to hit 90, so we've got air conditioning on our minds.
Yeah, we do. Let's call Elliott Small Engine, see if they've got any.
Good morning, Elliott Small Engine in Agway.
Hi, is Hugh McDougall there, please?
He's around here somewhere. Can I ask who's calling?
Sure. This is Sarah and A-Train from the Shock. Who's this?
This is Mike.
Hey, Mike,
Mike.
how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Hey, Mike, just wondering, we don't really need Huey. Do you guys sell air conditioners?
No air conditioners.
No,
Just
Mike.
blowers.
Oh, we got snow blowers? All right, maybe that'll...
We got snow blowers. We got leaf blowers.
Yeah, and that's no ACs. Maybe you ought to invest in some ACs. I'm not telling you what to do with your business, Mike. I'm just saying. All right, goodbye. We got to go. We love Elliot
Have a great
Small
day.
Engine. You too. Bye-bye. All right, there it is.
There you go.
I guess they don't.
Yeah. Now, we haven't tortured Hugh McDougal over the air in quite some time.
I know. Maybe we ought to call Huey back.
I know it. I think if you utilize, it's against all safety regulations to try to utilize anything at Elliot Small Engine to try to cool yourself down. I don't think that's a smart way to go. But
like buy a leaf blower and like point it at each other.
Yeah. That's a lot safer than like a trimmer or a lawnmower or something like that. Yeah, you don't use it as a fan.
Definitely not.
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, we're the Shark Morning Show. Sarah and A-Train's time to play Who Are You? You know how you play. You just pick a celebrity, give the other person 3 or more clues to figure out that celebrity. Famous moms, famous daughters. Everybody's famous this week. And this person, actress with an actress mom. Now, I'm going to run through, because she's got a lot of sisters, does this younger actress who is 32 years of age. You may be able to get it on this one.
Okay.
Her sisters' names are Tallulah, Scout, Evelyn,
Tallulah.
and
It's,
Maybelle Ray.
Bruce Willis and Demi Moore.
Demi Moore is the mom.
And they named their first daughter
It's not a fact. It's a...
Truth?
It's the opposite of that. It can't be confirmed. It's only the blank Mills.
Rumor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rumor Willis.
Yes, Rumor Willis.
Yeah. It was funny because Jason Momoa, was Zoe Kravitz's stepdad, and he was 9 years older than she was. Ashton Kutcher was actually 11 years older than Rumor Willis when he was her stepdad.
That's just silly.
It's kind of weird.
It's so weird. I remember hearing that name too, and not to make light of anybody's name, but Rumor?
Yeah.
I guess they wanted a very unique name, and they got it.
Yeah.
Which is,
Tallulah, Scout is cool, from To Kill a Mockingbird,
Yeah.
but Rumor is a little odd. I still like Rumor more than Apple. I remember when Gwyneth Paltrow came out with Apple, and I went, Apple? I thought she was like an iPod or something.
You can name anybody anything you want, I suppose. All right, it's this guy's birthday today. He was born Lawrence Theroux.
Oh,
That's his real name.
I know who that is.
You do?
I pity the fool.
Yeah.
Doesn't know who that is. That's Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Yeah.
He was born in Chicago.
Clubber Lang.
Yep, that's true.
B.A. Baracus.
His very first starring role in 1982, though, he played Rocky Balboa's competitor, Clubber Lang, like you say. Yeah, in 1982. Clubber Lang. Who would ever have known that's a guy's name in Rocky 3?
Remember, my brother had the Mr. T. You'd go to the grocery store, you get the Mr. T chains. My brother proudly wore those chains for a while.
Did you know that he gave up wearing all those gold chains?
Yeah. I think he sold them a charity or something.
Mm-hmm. He became a spokesman, though, for selling gold. Can you imagine? Whoa. Gold is expensive.
He's a cool guy. It's funny. You think of Mr. T, and you think of him being like the number one villain of the 80s at some point, but no. He's a real cool guy.
He's wicked nice. That's right. Okay. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you, too. Go get yourself a cupcake or something. We've got Phil Collins on the way next on the Shark
Train. Oh, it's one of the most wonderful times of the sports year here in New England. And we're about to talk to our Boston sports insider, Tom Karen.
Hello.
I've got so many things to talk to you about today, I don't even know where to begin. The first one is, if I'm ever in a car crash, you know how we don't remember phone numbers anymore because everybody's on our phone, right?
Right.
I have to dial you every week on a phone, so it's got the keypad on it. So if I'm like in a ditch somewhere and you go, it's only because
I'm the
you're
only number you know.
You'll be like, you're the one that has the task of helping me, saving my life, basically.
See,
So
and
there
there's
you
the
go.
difference between you and me. My story would be if I was ever arrested and would have only one phone number to call, it would be you. But you're thinking accident, so you're
Yeah.
clearly a better person than I am.
Clearly. And the second thing is, Train said about the Bruins game the other night that it was a dipsy-do or some sort of like move. So I went home to my husband. I'm like, honey, I found out what a dipsy-do was. And he's like, what's a dipsy-do? It was just a Trainism.
Yeah, it's just my own kind of word. I think that move behind the net from Craig Smith, didn't that kind of qualify as a dipsy-do?
That qualified as a quick nap in the second overtime of a playoff game. There's
Yeah.
no time to take a quick nap. You don't need your goaltender dozing in the overtime of a playoff game.
TC, I got to know the behind the scenes. I mean, I know you, like the Rem Dog, you guys are just like rabid Bruins fans. How are you doing that when you've got the feed right there and you have to be focused on the Red Sox, but that's going on? It's going to be impossible during the playoffs.
And the timing is what's always interesting. Like the other night was pretty good because we were on the air pregame at 6:30 for the Bruins game for the Red Sox game, and the Bruins game was starting at 6:30. But because we have everything going through, we actually had to pre-tape a lot of our pregame shows. So then I had the hour open, so I watched first period.
Nice.
With unencumbered. And then, you're right, because we figured, the game will be over way before the Red Sox game. And the damn thing keeps going overtime after overtime. And all of a sudden, we're getting ready to go on the air. And it's just crazy because, we're all in sort of on one floor. It's kind of like the office with cubes everywhere. And I'm in a little office. All of a sudden, half the room's screaming because they're working the Bruins game, and the other half's groaning because the Red Sox just gave up a home run. It's very strange. But, the Red Dog, those guys, they're like locked in a booth with only the baseball game on, so they don't know other than between innings checking Twitter. But I've got like 3 TVs in front of me. I'm watching every game in town.
You remember the old days where you'd have, Nesson would be on, both or whatever, but they'd get the update and it was just like getting a wire from the 19th century or something. Like, we have just heard that the Bruins have scored.
Yes. This just in, breaking news. It's funny, like I used to, back in the day, I would always do the update. And you'd be literally like breaking news for people watching on TV.
Yeah.
Now when they throw, here's a game break, here's TC. I always feel like, as you've all already seen on Twitter.
Yeah.
Here's the goal. It's so, you think about the evolution. Remember, like, picture in a picture was a huge thing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could put the little box down in the corner of your screen and watch 2 games at once.
Yeah.
And now you've just got, you've got the game on the big TV, another game on the laptop, a third game on your phone. Luckily, we all have ADHD now, so we can all watch all the games at the same time. So it works out well.
All right, TC. Well, thank you so much for that incredible update. As always, we love talking to you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for memorizing my phone number.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll talk to you next Friday.
Please don't read it off in one of your promos.
No. I definitely won't do that.
The 12th caller, we'll give away this to the 12th caller, and you give away my phone number. That wouldn't be good. Okay?
I have been offered money for your phone number before, and I've refused. So I am the keeper of your
I don't want to
digits.
answer the phone and have somebody, hey, did I win the A-Train T-shirt? I don't want to have to give away prizes.
All right, we'll talk to you next Friday. Have a great week.
Thank you, guys.
All right, see you. There he is,
There you
our
go.
Boston sports insider. Quite a guy, that TC.
The A-Train T-shirt, a collector's
It is
item.
a collector's edition. Actually, there's Shark merch right there on the Shark app. We've got a button for it and everything. Hey, coming up next, we've got the Workday Kickoff, all brought to you by Universal Recycling Technologies in Dover. Full-time positions are available and a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Go to urtsolutions.com for details.
Live from the Seacoast.